Now it's time for the eggs. So, just so you guys know, this is I have a dozen of eggs. These are large eggs. You probably didn't know that there are like 6 different sizes of eggs and 3 different classifications. There's double A classification, there's A classification, there's B classification. There's 6 different sizes of eggs also. You have peewee, you have small, you have medium, you have large. These are large right here. You have extra large, and you have double XL. So we're using large eggs. I like to eat a lot, so I got 2 large eggs right here. We're gonna scramble these bad boys, okay? So, get yourself a little bowl, and I would say get yourself a knife. Let's say get yourself a butter knife. Let me teach you guys how to crack these eggs, okay? Take the eggs out the box. I just put one up here just so it doesn't roll around, because you put it on anywhere else, it'll roll around, maybe fall off the counter, hit the floor. You don't want that happening, so just put it right there in the hole. So, usually when you crack an egg, you want to crack it to where it makes a line across the egg. Then you want to take your fingers and pull the egg open carefully, okay? So, that's why I'm going to use a knife. Usually a knife makes a nice line, or the edge of a bowl makes a nice line also. If you crack it on the counter, that works also, but usually you end up smashing your egg, and your egg will end up on the counter, or you won't have a nice clean line. So when you try to put the egg inside the bowl, it just goes everywhere. So the easy way is to hold the egg in your hand like this, take your knife, the back of your knife, touch it right in the middle of the egg, it's cracked. See? It's all smashed up right there. Now take your fingers and push in just a little bit and pull the egg carefully apart. Boom. That's it. That's how you crack an egg, baby, right there. Just like that. Boom. Put the shell in the case. Put it right here. This egg is, replace that one. Egg number 2. Same thing. Take it right there in the center. Crack. It's a little messy. That happens. Put your fingers right here and carefully pull it apart. But over the bowl. Pull it apart carefully. Boom. Now, no shells. I was lucky. Okay? They're cool. Let's throw these in the garbage real fast. Rinse my hands off. Remember, whenever you're dealing with eggs or meat, always wash your hands. Okay? So, now, we used a fork to take our bacon and our sausages out of the skillet. So, I'm going to use the same fork to scramble our eggs with. What you want to do, when you scramble the eggs, what you want to do is you want to poke the egg and break the yolk. This yellow part right here is the yolk. And the white part around here, this is the actual egg white, egg yolk, egg white, egg yolk, okay? So you want to poke a hole in the egg yolk, poke a hole in the egg yolk. And what you want to do is you want to take your fork and you want to slowly whisk your eggs around. Now, if you go crazy and go wild, you're going to spill your eggs all over the side of the bowl and fall on the counter, and you just have mess to clean up. You don't want to do that. Keep it very, very careful. It's all in a wrist action. Carefully, carefully. And after doing this maybe 100 to 200 times, you'll figure out how to make this actually work. To where you're not spilling so many eggs on the counter and getting all over your hands also. Let's see. This looks pretty good. Usually you want to make sure that the yolk mixes in really nicely with the actual egg white, and this looks pretty frothy. Okay, frothy. So there's also a way that you guys can not have to go through this whole thing right here. When I was 6 years old, my mother taught me how to make eggs. We didn't we didn't put them in the bowl and stir them, or I guess you say whisk them with a fork, or even a whisk for that matter. We did this right here. Cracked the bad boy in the side of the skillet. Boom. Threw it in there. Boom. And that bad boy is sizzling. It's ready to go. Then we took, let's see, we got another fork. That fork. We scrambled our egg inside the skillet. See that? This is how you scramble eggs old school way. Now, they taste good, but they don't look as good as the nicely whisked eggs that were whisked in the bowl. Okay? So that's that. This is pretty much scrambled eggs in the skillet. This is the easy way to do it. Very, very easy way to do it. But that way right there, mixing the eggs inside of a bowl with a fork or a whisk, that's the gourmet way to do it. you just want to put some fat in the skillet. So we're either going to use butter, extra virgin olive oil, or canola oil. I mean, even back in the day, I used a lot of vegetable oil. And vegetable oils are good also. Different oils have different smoking points. So I'll get to that later on to let you guys know what a smoking point means. But right now, for these purposes, I'm going to use extra virgin olive oil. Now the skillet that's heated up for about a minute. You're going to take about, let's say, a tablespoon and a half of olive oil in your skillet. So I guess that's like, let's see, tablespoon, pretty much like a cereal spoon. You know, like this is what you eat your cereal with, or your ice cream with. Some people use a little baby spoon, but I use a big spoon. So let's say this is about a tablespoon. So let's do about a tablespoon and a half of oil. So you have one. Actually, you know what? I think this 1 tablespoon is good. So we're just going to use 1 tablespoon of oil. Let's see, we got it in the pan. Let's move the pan around a little bit. Frothed up. Pour them into the skillet. Oh yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, it's sizzling. If you want to cook them faster, turn the heat up a little bit higher. But we don't want to cook them fast. We want to cook them slow because we're just learning how to cook. All right. So the eggs inside the skillet. Look here on the sides. They're already cooking on the sides right here. Can you see that? Do you see where the thick yellow part is right here? I mean, it's cooking. See, I can pull it away like that. This side's scrambling my eggs. I just pull the sides back. Pull them back. All the sides, pull them back. Pull them back. Just keep pulling back. All around. You can flip it over. If you want, you can even break it up with your fork. Now, for me, these eggs are done. It takes about 1.5 to 2 minutes to cook scrambled eggs. As long as your pan is preheated, you should be good to go. These look really, really good. So what I'm going to do is turn the fire off, get myself a nice looking plate. I have this square plate right here. I'm going to slide the eggs out. That's a lot of eggs. Look at those. That looks good. I can't wait to eat this.